Good evening, everyone. I'm just checking that I am on Instagram as well as Facebook. Welcome for those of you that are joining tonight for part 2. This is a really big topic, and I'm sure that when I finish this video, there's going to be more things that will come into my head about the things that have helped me create a platinum team with doTERRA. Hey Shay, hey Kelly, nice of you to join me here live. Hopefully the sound is all okay and the vision's okay. I know last night it was a little bit blurry, particularly over on Instagram, so we'll see how it is. And I have turned off my notifications. Last night there were a few popping up on my phone while I was streaming to Instagram, and it was very distracting and I kept losing my chain of thought. So I won't be having those distractions tonight. So I put some notes together today. I found that after I jumped on last night and talked about a lot of the practical things that I've done to work this business and create this business with my corporate role, with life and with family, that there were a lot of other things that just popped into my head. So I decided to write them down, and then as I started writing, more things started to flow. So I thought, why not jump on and do a part 2 of some of the things that have helped to create this platinum team. And I had a lot of people reach out to me after last night to say that there were a few things that have really helped them, or some things that really resonated with them. So that was really lovely. So thank you to those of you who did reach out to me after last night. And I do plan to share a recap of all of this on my blog soon. So I'll do a write-up. I know for some people that prefer to read, so I will put all of my notes from last night's live and tonight's live together. I can see there's a couple of people over on Facebook watching. Oh, hey Jess, how are you? So there's a lot of things that I have learnt to let go of in my business, and it's been really important that I have worked through a lot of these things because my time is limited. It's important, I guess, that when there's things that come up, whether they're blocks or fears or things that I need to let go of, that I do work towards doing that. So some of the things that I've learned to let go of are probably more important than some of the things that I've needed to learn when it comes to essential oils and the business. So the first one has been letting go of what other people think, and what they say to you when you start something new. So if you start a new job or a new hobby, or you start a business, there's always people that are going to maybe question your decision, or they'll try to bring you down. They may not see your vision of what it is that you're trying to create. And generally it's because they may be fearful of you failing, or fearful that I guess your relationship is going to change. But it's really more of a reflection on them than it is on you. And I've always been a people pleaser, and have always worried about what other people think. So letting go of this has been a big part of my journey, and it's really helped in building my confidence throughout my journey. And it's just helped in being able to share and do, to do the work that I need to do, and not worry about what people think. You know, if I was to jump on a live video and talk about oils, or, you know, even doing a live to talk about my business journey, letting go of what other people think has really helped in building my confidence and in just growing and developing. And there's a quote that I often think of, or I repeat when I let other people's opinions get in my head, and that is, other people's opinions are none of your business. Which, when I read that, I went, oh, that's really awesome. So that's something that I like to keep in mind. So it's really important to let go of what other people think. Now I can see there's some comments on Facebook, but I can't actually see them, so I might have to go back to them afterwards. Another thing that I've had to let go of is the idea that I need to know everything. And my husband will tell you that whenever we do things, or whenever there's something happening, I want to know everything. I like knowing the details. But since deciding to pursue this seriously as a business 2 years ago, I've got better at letting go of needing to know everything. And it's so important to trust the process and learn as you go. And there's a reason why people learn a lot of things on the job, and that's no different in this business. If I tried to understand everything at the beginning, it would have been really overwhelming, and I probably would have got myself into a bit of a mess. Obviously, there is a lot of things that I've learned as I go, and at the beginning, I did do a lot of research, but I learned to, I guess, trust the process and trust that I was going to learn as I go. And there have been a lot of mistakes on my journey, and there will continue to be mistakes, but all of those have helped me develop, learn, and grow into a better leader, and have helped me to develop my skills in, I guess, the business side, but also in sharing the oils and running classes and, just refining what I'm doing. Hey, Kylie. Hey, Ebony. Also letting go of the outcome. So this applies mostly when it comes to sharing the oils with other people, and focusing on the education of the oils rather than purely, I guess, selling oils to them. And there have been times when I have had it in my mind, certain targets and reaching certain goals, and I know that the way that I share is very different. So letting go of the outcome, it helps me share, I guess, from a place of service rather than wanting to get the sale. And I know that everyone will have doTERRA in their homes in the future, and it's more a matter of when, not if. So that's changed a lot of the way that I share oils with people, and just purely sharing because I love them more so than sharing because I'm chasing that enrollment or I'm chasing that sale. Another thing that has been really big in my journey is belief, and there's belief in quite a few things in this business. So belief in the oils, belief in the company, belief in the network marketing business model, belief in myself, and also belief in my team. So I'm going to run through those in that order. So firstly, it's around the belief in the oils, and it all starts here in this business. You have to love the oils and use them. And if I wasn't using them and I didn't love them, it wouldn't be as easy to share them, and I wouldn't have stories to share with other people. So using them every day really helps you just share naturally. You don't need to know it all. And I think I mentioned this last night, there's loads of information out there when it comes to essential oils, and I wouldn't even know half of it, but there are oils that I use in our home, and that's what I share. Oh, Kylie, bless you, Ben. He's in the other room. So what have I got here? So you won't succeed if you don't use the oils in your life and in your home. So you need to have that belief in the oils, and that's something I had an experience with lavender early on, which if you have been to any of my classes or listened in to any of my online classes, you'll know that my first experience was with lavender, and it really helped with supporting sleep and helping me relax during quite a stressful period at work. And then there's so many stories like that since I have been using the oils in our home, and it's just makes it really easy to share those, and I guess to share authentically. And then moving on to belief in the company. So I partner with doTERRA in my essential oils business, and they are such an incredible company for their commitments to sustainable and ethical practices, but also in their oil testing. And this came through really strongly to me when I was researching doTERRA, particularly, and a couple of other oil brands before I purchased my first essential oil kit to start using them in our home. And then as I've progressed on my journey in using the oils, but also learning about the business, I have learned so much more about doTERRA as a company, both from reading things online, but also from going to company events. And I've been blown away by all of the incredible work that they do in the world, and I'm with them 100% in everything that they're doing. So in supporting their Healing Hands Foundation, in purchasing Hope essential oil roll a blend with 100% proceeds that go towards supporting reducing sex trafficking through Operation Underground Railroad. I truly believe they're changing the world one drop, one community at a time. And I know that I only play a small part in their big vision, but I love knowing that I can help them make a difference, and then I'm making a difference in communities locally to me. Belief in network marketing is a big one. And if you have been here for a while or you've followed for a while, you would know that I never expected to be doing a network marketing business. I never expected that I would be working with essential oils. But at the time, I guess previously I haven't really understood the business model. And yes, I too thought it was a pyramid scheme, which illegal. But again, I didn't know how it worked, and I was really uneducated on the business model. But now I think it is the best business model in the world, because it enables families, mums. There's a lot of mums in doTERRA. It allows us to create something, whether that's, being at home with young children, or whether it is like me, building something on the side of a corporate job to enable more time and financial freedom, bringing in an extra income stream. And the way the model is set up is that the more we help others, the more we achieve. So you may have seen me posting a lot this week about, what is it? We rise by lifting others, mental blank just then. But this business opportunity really enables us to grow and to support others, and we can all support each other to rise, which is really, really incredible. And there are so many homes where there is someone like me who are doing this as a business and creating a residual income for their families, which is really, really incredible. And I know that I'll be doing this business forever. And yeah, my belief in network marketing has definitely grown throughout my journey. And if I didn't believe in the business model, there's no way I could have grown my business to where it is now. Belief in myself. Now, this is something that I didn't have, or wasn't very strong at the start of my journey. And I guess when you start something new, you don't know a lot, and you've got a lot to learn. But I guess my confidence has grown a lot in this journey, and I've never been somebody who has been great at speaking in public. I used to sing a lot, and I used to get teased for singing in the choir. I used to blush. I still do now. And there would be comments about me going as red as a tomato. So the more that happened, the redder my face would get. And I know that, it still happens now, and I'm probably blushing now. My husband's laughing at me. But I know there's a few moments throughout my journey with doTERRA that have really helped me, I guess, believe in myself more and believe that I can do this and that it's possible for me to. Oh, you blush too. Yeah, it's awful. So yeah, there's a few moments in my journey that have showed me that I can do this. And I guess the first one was when I hit the rank of silver in the business back in November 2016. And for those of you who don't know the ranks in doTERRA, this is the rank of silver is really the first leadership rank in doTERRA. It's the first rank where you get a leadership bonus payment, and it's when your team's really starting to come together, and you can't get there without I guess having some support from a team and having people work with you. So three days before the end of the month, I saw that there was a gap, which to me at the time seemed huge, between where I currently was and our team hitting silver. And I decided to go for it and do whatever I could to share the oils with people and run some different groups on Facebook and see if it was possible. And I think at the time I really didn't think it was possible, but it happened. And I think I was a little bit in shock, but it proved to me that it was possible and I could do it. And then the same happened when I hit the rank of gold in June 2017. It was a stretch, and I didn't have a lot of people in my team who were, I guess, in as much action as what I was. So I just went out there, and my focus was to share the oils and share them with as many people as I could. And in that month, I got oils into 22 homes, which is my highest ever that I have achieved in a month. And that got us enough to hit the rank of gold. So again, doing the actions and I guess just going out there and sharing the oils and setting a stretch goal showed to me that it is possible. And then this year, a lot of you know that I participated in something called Diamond Club, which is a program that doTERRA runs to help you build your business and to grow your team. There's a lot of travel involved, a lot of classes that you need to run to stay in the program. And it's huge. It goes over 4 months, so that's 18 weeks, and you need to put in everything you can. And doing that while working a 25-hour-a-week job is tough. I had great support from my husband. He held down the fort at home while I was traveling on weekends, but it was something that we went into together. But doing that is just huge in itself, and putting your hand up to do it. And there's a lot of people who don't finish it because it is tough, it's draining, you are away from your family, you're missing your family, and there's certain targets that you need to reach each month. And I completed it, which was amazing. I did set some really big goals for myself, and I didn't reach them. There was a few rank advancements, one of them being platinum throughout, which I didn't hit until last month. But there was a lot of growth that happened during that time, and it shifted my belief on what I can achieve. So yes, belief in myself has been a huge part of this journey, but also a belief in my team. And I've touched on this a little bit. I have one really strong silver leader in my team who is amazing, but I've had quite a few gaps in my structure when it comes to rank advancing, and that's mainly because people are at different levels and have different amount of time to commit to the business, which is one of the beauties of this business, that you can go all in and you can run with it and you can move your business forward. But if you want to take it a bit slower, you can do that as well. But because I have, I guess, goals for where I want to be with this business and for what I want to achieve, Diamond Club was something that I saw as an opportunity to really bring my team together. We got to hang out, share the oils with others, sit in lounge rooms, and I was able to share oils, and it really inspired some of my customers to step up and to share the oils with others. And it was a really great way of bringing our team together. And last month, we totally smashed our goal for the rank of platinum. And I 100% believe in my team and what they are capable of and what they can achieve. But when it comes to belief, they're all going through this journey as well. When it comes to belief in the oils, belief in the company, belief in the business model, belief in themselves, and then I guess belief in their teams. And I know that for some of them, they're still working through a lot of that belief. So yeah, if you are doing a business like this, or if you're watching and you're in doTERRA and you don't have people in your team who are going at the same pace as you, who are setting the same goals that you are, my only advice is to keep sharing, keep leading with the oils, and it'll feel like you're doing a lot of that work, but that is going to get you meeting new people that you can introduce the oils to, and more people will be drawn to you and wanting to create what it is that you're creating, and that will help you grow and also help your business grow. It's like anything, practice makes perfect. I've practiced a lot of different things in this business, and I don't think I'm anywhere near perfect yet, but I'm getting better. All right. On my journey to growing to a platinum team, communication with people in my team has been crucial, and it's so important to know what goals my team are working towards so that I can be there to support them and guide them in different activities that have worked for me and what I can share with them. But also in, I guess, being vulnerable and sharing my goals with them, and communicating my vision for the team. And that's something that I know for me, my incredible upline, Alice Aber, who her team, which I'm part of, hit the top rank in doTERRA, which is Presidential Diamond, last month. She shared her vision with us, and it was something that really inspired everybody in her whole team to step up and to think bigger and to dream bigger and to, just, I guess, go for it. So it's all about being the lighthouse and just doing the work, getting into action. In doTERRA, we call this PIPES, which stands for preparation, inviting, presenting, enrolling, and supporting. So they're all the things that I do in my business on a daily basis. I will invite people to have an experience with the oils, invite people to a class. I prepare for these classes. I present classes, I present Facebook Lives, I present webinars, and then it's about helping people get started on their journey or enrolling, and then supporting them through our various training programs, our resources, and our online community. So another thing that has really helped me is to break down the big goals into actionable steps. So any goal that you set that is big, I often find using, if you were going to run a marathon, I don't even know how many kilometres a marathon is, but say you wanted to run 12 kilometres, like a running race. If you had 3 months to get there, you want to break that down over those 3 months and work out, okay, I'll start off by running 3 kilometres, then I'll up that to 4, then to 5, then to 6, until you get to 12, because you can't go from 0 to 12 straight away. It's the same in this business. If you were to start out, you would set yourself, we usually set a 2-year vision of where we would like to be in that 2 years, and what our typical day would look like. But if you don't break that down, it's really hard to get overwhelmed by, the big goal that you have in front of you. And I know for me, I didn't start sending my goals to my mentor for the first 6 months. And if you tuned in last night, you'll know that the first 6 months of doing this business, I didn't really take it seriously. So when I decided that, yes, I wanted to do this as a business and properly as a business, that's when I started sending my goals through to my upline. And that gave me, I guess, in doing those goals, it allowed me to break that down into actionable steps over a month of what I need to do to achieve those smaller monthly goals, rather than, kind of flying blindly towards a big goal. Something else that has been a big one for me is giving up the idea that everything has to be perfect. And I would never have started this if that was the case. I love to design things. I do tend to fuss on things more than I should in creating documents or resources or ebooks. I could spend hours on InDesign creating things, or on Canva creating graphics. But once I realised that done is better than perfect, it helped with my time management and getting things done in the pockets of time that I have. And it's the same when it comes to these Facebook Lives. I'm a lot more prepared for tonight than what I was last night. And I don't have the distractions of all the notifications popping up on my phone. So I feel quite a lot more comfortable tonight. So yes, done is better than perfect. You don't need to create perfect images, create perfect graphics. It's best just to be you and just to share. You also need to be okay with making mistakes and getting things wrong. And this is something that I used to not be so good at. I never used to like getting things wrong. But I know that in making mistakes and trying things and getting things wrong, that I am learning and I'm growing. And yeah, all of that is part of the journey to doing whatever it is that you want to do. So making mistakes and getting things wrong has been definitely a key in getting to where I am, because it means that I've been willing to give things a go and step out my comfort zone and try something. Also, when it comes to your goals, obviously setting them is really important, but it's also really important to be okay with not quite achieving them, because it will happen. But setting those big goals and dreaming bigger, thinking about, I guess, what's possible is stretching yourself. And I always like to think that, if I didn't set big goals, I wouldn't be pushing myself, I wouldn't be challenging myself. And sometimes I think, where would I be if I didn't set the big goals? So there's nothing to be gained by playing small or playing it safe. So there's a few times that I have been vulnerable with my team and shared some big goals with them, and we haven't achieved them, but I have made sure that I've made a point of looking at all the growth that has happened throughout that month. What have you said? Amanda has said, I find that difficult. Yeah, it is really hard, and I think it's important that if you don't reach a goal, yes, it's okay to be upset. Yes, it's okay to be disappointed, but there's so much that you can take from it and so much that you can learn from it. And it is really important that you take the time to reflect and look at all of the good things that happened and all the growth that was there. So it could be that, you missed out from your goal, and in doTERRA terms, it's by the overall volume in your team. You may miss out by 1,000 OV in volume in your team, but if you hadn't have set that goal, you may have finished 3,000 or 4,000 in overall volume from your goal. So it's all going to help you move your business forward, and that's something that I've realised. And also in sharing these big goals and being vulnerable, you never know who it is that you're inspiring to think bigger and dream bigger and just go out of their comfort zone and push themselves just that little bit harder. Also, sharing in my own voice took a little while to do, but it's been important for my personal brand and for people to connect in with me. I know when I started, I would often copy words and images from my upline and others in the business, and I would just share them, and I wasn't visible. I definitely didn't share videos, but I didn't share photos of myself in the early days. But when I started to write my own captions for things on social media, I found my voice, and that was really important in connecting in with other people. So I really encourage you, whatever it is that you do, to make sure that you are visible and people see you, because they will connect in with you. Also, something early on for me, I wasn't very generous in sharing my ideas and resources, and often I have felt very protective over things that I've created or things that I've done, and I haven't wanted to share them with others because I've thought they may copy them or they may use it. But as my business has grown, I have definitely been a lot more generous with my time and with sharing things that I have created, not only with my team, but with the wider team that I'm part of. And this support has been returned to me tenfold. So it's really important to share with others and to be generous and to, give your time when you can. Obviously, the focus is on your business, but if you do have some time to share with others, then that's really great, and you're going to have people that will be willing to share back with you. And another quote, you can probably tell that I love quotes, that I often think of is, supporting another's success will not dampen yours. And that's something that is very true in this business. And then finally, the thing that I wanted to share with you for part 2 is to lead with your head and with your heart. So you have to be practical with your actions, and obviously scheduling your time and doing the right actions, and not scrolling Facebook. I am guilty of this. But definitely when I'm in a period of big goals and hustle and action, my scrolling is dramatically decreased. So yes, making sure that you are doing the right things with your time, but also loving and caring what you're doing and sharing and being generous with everything, with what you're sharing, with your information. And you will create a beautiful ripple effect. And I love the ripple effect that this business creates, not only for my family, the families of people in my team, for my customers and their families in, all of the things that they use their oils for, and all of the amazing results they have with their oils, but the effect that we as a community, as a tribe, have on communities all around the world, just by buying our oils, our self-care products, our cleaning products from doTERRA. And this business truly enables us to rise by lifting others. So I know that there'll be probably other things that will pop into my head after I hop off this live tonight. So I will capture all of this in a blog post, which I will share for any of you that want to keep anything, or if there's a quote that stood out to you, you can copy it, paste it, screenshot it, whatever it is, whatever way helps you. So as you can see, I mentioned this in part 1, that doTERRA truly is a personal development company wrapped up in oils. And it is so true. My journey has been huge when it comes to personal development. So I also wanted to share, if any of you are watching and you don't use oils, or you are part of my team already, you're a customer and you can see yourself doing this work, please connect in with me, and I would love to chat to you some more about how you could create a business around family, around work, around life. Yeah, that's it. Thank you everyone for joining. If you do have any questions, I've seen a couple pop up. I still can't see them on Facebook, but if you're catching the replay, say hi. Feel free to ask me your questions. I'd love to help in any way that I can. So thanks again for joining. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and I will chat to you soon.